Have you figured out what the long tray was for? Quench oil, Parks 50. Because I'm going to quench the Katana. Here it is. And I could have made this box ideally about 3 inches longer. Got about an inch. But I can drop that blade in there. I've been having a practice, a test run. Dry, cold. Seeing how it goes. It's bonfire night. Sorry about all this stupid banging and crap going on outside, but I don't even know how long ago I built this Katana. You know, it's a couple to 3 years ago. It was hand forged from W2 steel. What I will do is put a link, if you're interested, to those 2 videos in the description box. Anyway, I'm going to quench it tonight. I've just decided, I've been umming and ahhing, to-ing and fro-ing about how I'm actually going to quench this and what I'm going to quench this in. I had thought about putting it into water and then into oil. I've thought about putting it into a slow quench oil, fast quench oil. My only problem being I've got a really thin edge on this. I've got a really thin profile. I really have kind of worked it too much before quenching, but the problem with trying to get a beautiful hamon is the more steel you remove after the quench, the more detail you lose in the hamon. So you need really your steel to be as close to finish as you can get it. However, I think I've just gone a little bit too close. Whilst the forge is heating up, I'm going to fill this with Parks 50, get it up to temperature, and we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I've lit both the burners so I can get a nice even heat on the sword. Right guys, everything's ready. Forge is a good temperature now. I'm going to push a bar through the forge and open a little door that's on the back that will allow me to get the sword completely through. Here we go. The sword's actually to the right on this side, and it's on the, away from the centre of the burners, so it should have heated up slightly slower. There was a bit of a bend in this sword before it even started, just a slight curl. I'm not expecting it to come out straight unless it miraculously bends slightly the other way and comes out dead straight. But you know that the bend that's there is just going to increase. Ain't that always the way? There we go! My God, that sword is a horrible shape. What is it like? What is it like? That's what we want to know. Is it not? Oh my God, look at the bend in that. Well, the edge isn't like bacon. There's a severe bend in her. Which we'll have to rely on temper to get that out. So what I will do is temper this, and it will have to go into the straightening jig. I'll clamp it to a piece of steel, put some spacers in, clamp it up. And we'll straighten it out. But I'm more pleased than anything that the edge is good. The edge is good. Look at that. There's no cracks. Look at my Rockwell file. I was anticipating a flare up when I quenched, and you can see there that I put some aluminium tape along the sides so that as the oil was burning it wouldn't set fire to my paint. Good thinking, Batman. $65. Nothing. There you go. It's just catching the clay part. It's just catching and marking the clay right down on the edge. We're at 65. All the way down. That is some bend, guys. Wow. But just at present I don't do anything with that, or it'll break. So what I'm going to do is clean this up now, and I'm gonna temper it with a torch so I can watch the colours run down on the edge. But whilst I'm tempering it, I'm going to have it clamped against a piece of metal to hold it straight, because it may take a while to get the bend out of this sword. There's only an inch. Only an inch. I was kind of expecting it, you know, with such a thin sword. It was bending way before we actually quenched it, that. I'm quite confident I can remove it. It's just my method of straightening out this katana. I've got it inside that piece of angle iron, in a bath of water, some cloth there against the blade, stopping the edge getting hot. And I put a piece of packing in there so that it will kind of pull that bend out. I'm periodically just checking that to see how far the bends come. Guys, I've done it. I have done it. All that remains is the handle that's running this way. But the sword is magic. Magic, magic, magic. So we've got quite a severe bend just there at the handle where it shoots off. That is so easy to do. I don't know if you noticed in the quench, I really hadn't noticed, but then as I was working on this last night I went, what? If you now look at the katana, which started with a curve, it is now dead straight. So it is now known as a ninjato. I don't know whether to finish it or not. I've got an option with this, but I run it over the grinder just to take all the mess off the surface of it, the decarb, the scale, the quenching mess, and so I've just run it over at 100 grit, and I've not even tried to sand it, but I just wanted to see what the hamon, if there's a hamon here, and what it would be like. And can you see there, that's just a quick wipe with ferric. I do tend to spend a long time developing hamons, so that is just nothing. But there is a hamon there, and it's running, I guess, right where it should be. As to the activity in it, I won't know until I've used various things like lemon juice and vinegar and la-di-da. So that's just with ferric, which never brings out a hamon to its best anyway, but it just shows me that it has got one. Right, the reason it's gone straight, I think, is because there was too much clay on the spine. I did clay this blade up to, I think, I've not even looked at when the video was. It was maybe 2 years ago, was it? I don't know, when I made this. I clayed it up then, and it was only 3 or 4 days ago when I decided I was going to get this quenched that I added some more clay on top, and I made it kind of 3 times thicker. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left the original clay on and quenched, because that is what straightened the blade out. And if you go back, just go back and look at the quench, and you will actually see that blade bend down as I lifted out the tank. And it's maybe my fault as well, because I kind of did an interrupted quench because I was worried about the edge buckling, and so lifting it out, it didn't allow the sword to come back up again. Maybe, you know, bit of a combination of the two, too much clay and interrupting the quench. But it is what it is. Now my option is, what do? Do I finish this off, or do I make 2 tantos out of it? You know, something like that. I don't know. I just don't know what to do now. So suggestions, comments please guys, let me know what you think. I've got some more videos coming up quite soon. I'm trying out some brand new to me cutting discs that have been sent to me just to try out. I'm using them tomorrow, cutting up the 15N20 in 1095 so I can get on and make the chef knife. I'll video that. I'll let you know what I think. Alright guys, thank you patrons. Thanks for subbing, please like and all the jalama. Alright guys, thanks, bye for now. I'm just on day 10 of bonfire night at the moment. It's just Armageddon outside. Bye for now.